Hello, everyone. We're going to get started here, and we're going to talk about Jon Jones, and we're going to talk about the man has some serious issues. Um, you know, you know my channel. Before I get into the conversation, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you can get notified of new videos that's going to be coming your way. My channel is all about greatness comes with the price, right? And what I talk about is different things relating to business, things relating to sports, because I'm a sports fanatic. You're talking about someone that played sports as well. Ever since I was a little kid, I played high school ball, played at a high level, scoring about 20 points a game, and playing in college, and got an invitation to the NBA D League. But with that being said, let me say this. Jon Jones have issues. Now, Jon Jones, the fighter, is phenomenal. And let me say this again. Jon Jones, the fighter, is phenomenal. What I mean by that is that this guy is a fighter. He's a competitor. And this guy has so much talent. And really, to be honest with you, he has paid a lot of dues to get where he's at today. And what I mean by that when I mean greatness comes with the price, I believe he's paid a lot of prices to be great. And I don't know everything that goes on in his head, but I do know that he plays a physical sport in UFC. And I do know he has had a lot of problems and a lot of issues in his life: drugs, alcohol. And this just happened a day ago where he had some issues. And I believe, I don't know if his fiance called the police or whatever, but TMZ reported that Jon Jones is promising to make some serious changes in his life following his arrest. Now, Jon Jones, when the police came, had said, "I have way too much trauma to consume alcohol. My brain simply can't handle it anymore." Jones said, "Now is the time to work harder than ever." Now, Jones went on to say that he turned his nightmare into the best thing to ever happen in my life and get right back on my horse. Now, it's been reported that Jon Jones allegedly pulled his fiance's hair and then headbutted a police car, leaving a dent in the hood and chipping paint during his Las Vegas arrest early Friday morning, this past Friday. Now, let me say this. This should let you know how powerful this guy is that he headbutted a police car. Headbutted. And it was reported that he left a dent in the hood and chipping paint. Now, I'm going to tell you something, and I'm not trying to be funny when I'm saying this, but when I'm telling you, if you have ever seen a walking weapon, lethal weapon, Jon Jones would be a description of a walking human being that is a walking lethal weapon. And that just contributes to how dangerous this man can be. This man literally can kill someone with any part of his body. I don't care how big you are. I don't care how strong you think you are. This guy is a natural born fighter. Now, getting back to the report, the Vegas Metro PD arrest reports cops were called to Caesar's Palace around 5:08 a.m. for a domestic disturbance in a hotel room involving a white female who was bleeding from her nose, mouth area, and a black male adult who's a professional MMA fighter. Now, when the police arrived, they did spotted Jon walking near the hotel where they stopped and detained him. Now, cops say 34-year-old Jon Jones became irate and smashed his head onto the front hood of the LVMPD patrol vehicle, leaving a medium-sized dent as well as chips in the paint. Now, as you can see, this is Jon Jones right here. And it went on to say that when they did arrested him, he had a wide range of emotions. And at one point, cops say he threatened to sue the department for handcuffing him on the biggest night of his life. Now, let me just say this. Jon Jones is fighting some demons. Jon Jones is going through some things in his life. He should not be drinking any alcohol. He should not be doing any drugs because he cannot handle those things. Not only that, this guy seems to be a magnet for trouble. And if he keeps going down this road, and this man is getting chances after chances after chances after chances, he's going to end up in jail for life. And I mean that. Because there comes a point in your life that you got to take accountability for your actions. It comes a point in your life. Yes, greatness does come with the price. Yes, you have to be relentless in achieving greatness. Sometimes you have to be selfish. Sometimes you can attend the baseball game with your child. Sometimes you can attend the ballet play with your child. But one thing we know is that greatness comes with the price. And it's time that you can't get back. And greatness demands attention. But also what comes with greatness should be humility. What comes with greatness should be humbleness. What comes with greatness should be a sound mind. What comes with greatness should be patience. What comes with greatness should be a understanding to know and think before you react. Now, the officers also claimed that Jon joked about wanting to fight all the cops to see if he could take them all on at the same time. Now, the police end up interviewing the fiance. Here she is right here, and the mother of their 3 kids, who claimed she was asleep when Jon Jones came back to the room after a night out in Vegas with his friends. Now, the fiance went on to say that Jon came back and was not very happy, and when they asked her if things turned physical, she replied, not too physical, but a little bit, yeah. So when cops asked what she meant, she simply said, he touched the back of my head and pulled my hair a little, but he did not hit me or anything. But she was bleeding from the nose and her mouth. Now, however, cops said they noticed blood on her lip, which was also swollen. Jessie told cops it was because they were dry. Police also say they saw blood on her sweatshirt. Now, man. Now, when the detectives were leaving the scene, they note that Jessie was concerned about when Jon Jones would be released from county jail. Now, as for who called the police, Jessie went down to a security booth to ask for an additional room key around 4:30 a.m. A security guard said she saw blood on her person and asked Jessie if she was okay. The guard claimed Jessie then began to cry and said she was scared to return to her room. The guard then claims Jessie and Jon Jones' youngest child. Can you call the cops? Man. God almighty, man. Man, I hate to say this, man, but Dana White, UFC, president, CEO, has to do something about this. Has to. You cannot, and I mean you cannot continue to watch the downfall spiral of this guy. But let me tell you something. It's because Jon Jones is so great is that he gets these chances and he is protected because he is an awesome athlete, is because he is transcendent. He is a transcendent athlete, which means he is extraordinary. which means he's not normal, which means he has that DNA of greatness inside him. And when you have that DNA of greatness, not everyone is able to be legends in the sport that they play. But this guy, Jon Jones, is a legend. But I have to say this: accountability needs to be in order. Because if you don't hold this man accountable, and this man has gotten chances after chances after chances, either he's going to kill somebody or somebody's going to kill him, or he's going to kill himself. There are too many allegations, too many police reports that's been out here on this man for losing control. He needs help. He needs therapy. He needs time to heal his mind for whatever he's facing. And I'm going to leave with this. You have to be intentional about making the right choices. You have to be intentional in knowing to think before you react. Controlling your emotions is so very important. And we should take note of that. So I hope this man gets help. I hope someone in his camp, I hope Dana White, UFC, does what he needs to do, is to make sure that Jon Jones, the man, the human being, is making himself better. Personal development is a part of greatness. There's more to life than punching somebody till they knock out unconscious, kicking somebody until they can't breathe. There's more to life than winning a UFC belt, championship belt. But the greatness that needs to be in Jon Jones is being the greatest fiance, the greatest father, and the greatest human being that he can be. So he can look himself in the mirror and say to himself, I'm not only great inside the octagon, but I am great in life. Thank you for tuning in to this video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification. It's definitely been a pleasure, and see you on the next video. Peace.